Hey guys, SFP here, and welcome to another episode of my FIFA 15 DC United Career Mode, episode number 24. And this episode is just gonna be transfers, guys. This whole month of July, actually, I have no games, and it's transfer season. So I actually have the liberty of making all these transfers, and I see here that Luis Silva is actually getting an offer here for 2.4 million. I'm gonna go for 4 million and see if I can hold it out uh Cruz Azul. Now Hamid's getting an offer. Hell no, I am not selling Hamid. Basically, because he's our best player. And if you guys remember, actually, I have that rule of three thing where I'm keeping three players till they retire. Hamid being one of them. And so I got another offer here for Luis Silva from BSC Young Boys. And again, I'm going to counter offer here and see how much more I can get. I actually was thinking about 5 million, but I'm not going to push it. I'm just going to go for 4 million. And like I said here, guys, there are no games this month, so I am at liberty to just go crazy with this transfer season. And I get another one from Cordoba CF. And again, I'm going for the 4 mil. I'm not going for anything lower than 4 mil, guys. Querétaro's also going. It seems that everyone wants a piece of Luis Silva here. So, like I said, you want him? 4 mil. That's all I'm going to go for. And Young Boys here counter offer for 3.2 million, and I'm gonna bump it back up to 4 because that's all I'm taking, guys. Like I said, I actually was surprised that I had no games in the month of July, and I actually like it because this basically doesn't stall me from making these transfers. And basically, Sporting KC, oh, this is interesting. I wouldn't mind Luis Silva getting staying here in the league actually, because that would make the league stronger and make things more interesting. But I just want the best offer here, and so I'm gonna go for 4 mil. Mine's here as well as going for it, and I see Cordoba's coming back with a 3 mil counter offer. Like I said, guys, 4 mil. 4 mil is the magic number. Lo and behold, Luis Silva will get sold, and he does to Cruz Azul for $4 million. And Sporting comes back with a counter offer. Too late, Sporting. Just a little bit too late. And what nice funds there for that I get for Luis Silva. And here, guys, I'm one of the main things I like about doing career mode is the youth academies. Now, here's the thing. I am very picky when it comes to scouts, and by picky I mean I want 5 judgment and 5 experience. And if I don't, I could get one right now, but knowing me, it's going to irritate me if I see a star missing. So I'm just going to hold out for that 5-star experience, 5-star judgment. And here we get actually our scouting reports back from the scouts, from the players that I was scouting previously in the market here. And Colin Martin seems to want Luis Silva's spot, and I'll gladly give it to you, but you need to go a little bit more, Martin. That spot is actually going to go to Velarde, if I'm not mistaken. And here I check here the scouts, and most of them seem to be average. You know, they're not bad, at least MLS wise. These youngsters would fare well in MLS. They'll probably grow well, especially this center back here, Crow. I'm pretty sure these players, 17 and 60 level already. That would be perfect for MLS. But right now, I'm looking for 60 plus, or 65 plus, 64 plus. Like I said, Martin wants a spot, and Chris Rolfe seems to want a crack at the next game. And here I'm also going to my short list here. And see, right now, these are the 3 players that I want right now. I want Araujo, who is a Peruvian, which should, obviously, there's a connection there with me. And I'm going for that 4 year. I'm not gonna specify his role because I typically that's what I like to do. I don't want to specify anything in the fear that I won't be able to satisfy his needs. And that's what he said or she said. I don't. There's a he said she said joke there somewhere. Anyways, I'm going with another Peruvian here, Atoche, who's a center defensive midfielder. Now many of you guys are gonna say I don't need another center mid. I'm pretty stacked there, and I don't need center backs, especially since I have Oper, who's a decent enough center back substitution there. But like I said in my previous video, I'm just going for the best players available right now, and those 3 are the best players available right now. At least that's according to the way I scouted. Oh, and the second center back, I believe, was an Ecuadorian or Colombian. I don't remember. It's one of those um, countries. And I see Araujo has accepted, so I will gladly bring you in, fellow patriot or compatriot. I don't know what the word is. I'm just bugging, guys. Sorry about that. And here we see that Ramaggio is actually getting an offer. And as you guys know, Ramaggio has been a crucial piece of the puzzle here. But if I can make bank out of him, I wouldn't mind selling him. I am not against selling key players. I think it makes the game more interesting because it makes it more of a challenge for me in particular. And so if I get a good enough offer, I'll let him go. And I think I went for the 4 mil as well. And Gagna, who was the other center back I was looking at, has accepted as well. So good. These are two players who didn't need to know their role, and they got accepted. Unfortunately, Atoche is being a little bit more hard to get, and so I'm going to give him a squad rotation and see if he gets satisfied with that type of, I guess, role in this club. And here we go, continuing the simulation, and Ramaggio, I'm getting more offers from Ramaggio. And again, if I get a good enough offer, I guess I'm playing it safe with the 4 mil here. Technically, I probably should have gone for the 5 mil and see if anyone would be crazy enough to pay that amount. But I think $4 million is good enough, especially since right now he's only valued at 1.1 million. And judging by his age, he probably won't grow too much. Maybe 2 more overalls, 3, and that would probably bump him up to 3 mil, maybe. But I think the fact that if anyone accepts that offer and matches it, that would be great. And here you go with Sion. Sion counter offers him. I'm like, no, I want that 4 mil. That's probably going to be the name of this episode, guys. 4 million. 4 million is the magic number. Basically, if you offer me 4 million for any player, he will most likely get sold. And Atoche declined again, and Ramaggio got sold, and I don't remember where I sent him to. Because I'm an idiot, and I just kind of just sped through it. So I'm going to give Atoche here a important role, which is something that I don't know I can guarantee him. But maybe if I rotate him enough, he won't say anything about it. And here we go with we're already a good portion of the way through July. And here we go. I'm trying to scout here youth stuff, and no, there's not that 5 experience, 5 judgment. And I apologize, guys, for those of you who basically don't give a shit, and I should go for basically any scout that's available. But I'm just picky about that, and technically I guess I could do it, but knowing me, it would irritate me. It would irritate me just doing that. I know there's actually YouTubers I've watched who basically they get a little irritated when the player doesn't have a face, so they tend to go for face players. I believe one person comes to mind at the moment, and that's Masterbox. I know he typically tries to go for the players with faces, and I guess that's his thing. For me, it's that 5-star, 5 experience. I mean 5-star, 5. I mean 5 experience, 5 judgment. And here we get an offer for Michael Seaton. Now I could get more for Michael Seaton. I'm gonna go for 300,000. I feel like I could maybe pull off $1 million, but I'm just gonna play it safe. I kind of just want to let him go at the moment. I don't, especially since we have all this free time and no games are bugging us. This would probably be the best time to sell all my players that I'm trying to sell. And they're going for 160,000, and I'm just gonna accept, guys. They're just matching his price, I guess, and I know in the long run it's probably not going to be a good deal. I know I could have gotten more for him, but like I said, at this point I just want to free up his wages. I want to get a little bit more transfer budget from him, and so as long as he gets sold, that's fine with me. And I see here Liverpool and Juventus are in talks for Vidal, and by talks I mean like Liverpool's going to talk to Juve. And here we go, finally a 5 experience, 5 judgment scout, and he's American, which is good. So I'm probably gonna send him to scout in the U.S. Excuse me, guys. And here we get an international offer from Turkey, and I just sold. I see here the confirmation that we just sold what's his name, Seaton. And here we go here, guys, and I believe that's the end. I'm gonna send in my scout right now to the U.S. because if I go for 9 months, it'll actually stop nicely in the May transfer window. And as you guys know, May is when all the updates happen for the all the updates happen for the youth players. So that would be ideal. That way, I get the most bang for my buck. And that's gonna be it for this episode, guys. Stay tuned in for the next one where I'll be facing. I want to say Columbus Crew.